How's it going, everyone? Welcome to Double Pebble. So today is another episode of my FO3 review. So today we are going to be reviewing a very popular and highly requested player, Arturo Vidal. Okay, so before I go into that, let me just mention to you guys that I've already started my stream. In fact, I have just ended a stream like 10 minutes ago, and we had a lot of fun, a lot of bantering with my viewers, and we did some insane trading and pack opening as well. So be sure to join us for the stream, and if you are not, you can always watch the replays and you can fast forward as much as you like. Okay, so with that, let's go into our review for today. Right, so as usual, before we go into the in-game analysis, which to me is the more important portion of the review, because we have to have a practical feel of the player to really know how good is he, because I've already said many times, good stats doesn't equate to good gameplay. Okay, but nonetheless, let's just analyze his stats a little bit. So Vidal, he can play at both center mid or CDM. I won't advise using him at cam because he does not have a... He's a perfect defender, not a perfect attacker, right? So let's look at his CM stats. His stamina is incredible, 90 stamina. Dribbling is a little bit low, 80, but Vidal is not known for his dribbling. Ball control is good, tackling is good, 86. His shot passing is good as well, 89, finishing is 77. And other notable things are his defensive stats. I would say his interception is very good, 87. Positioning is good as well, 88. Reaction and visions are decent as well. His long pass is 84, not very good, just average. Okay. Other stats that we can highlight is his strength. He's got 85 strength. Other things is his sliding tackle is good as well, 85. What else can we talk about? Let me see. Okay, so basically that's about it for his stats. His aggression, okay, that's something that I want to point out as well. He's super aggressive. If you have played against Vidal, you will know he will really push you out of the way. Okay, height is only 180, sorry, and 75 kg. Not ideal for CDM, but good enough for CM. Okay. Traits wise, he's got 10. Midfield master, defend master, and that is why I say he's not suitable for cam. He's a playmaker, okay, high stamina. Dribble master, long shot specialist, a tackle master, wing player, tactician, and a tanker. Okay, he is basically what I would call a combative midfielder. Okay, work rate is good as well, 3-3. So basically, you can do anything you want with him. Dives into tackle, and he's a sniper. Okay. Price, now this is important. Price is, if you look at the graph, is on the up, all the way up. Okay, he is currently 235 million, averaging 158 million. That is very expensive if you ask me. Is he worth it? We'll find out. But 235 million is a hefty amount of EP. It is due to the market inflation, which I've mentioned a few times already. Okay, so let's now go into our in-game analysis. Okay, so let's talk about his strength first. Now, if you have a Vidal in Football Manager, right, he will be described definitely as a combative box-to-box midfielder, something like that. Okay, his main strength is his stamina, his tough tackling, and his high aggressiveness. Okay, basically, it makes him a very hard, solid player, and he will always muscle players out of the park. You know, like the way he pushes the player, and it is quite easy for him to win back balls, whether is it through aggressive play or by tackling, because both of them are very high, tackling and aggressiveness. He is the type of midfielders that will eat Iniesta all day long. You know, people always ask me, is Iniesta good? Iniesta is good, but players like Vidal will destroy him. You get what I'm trying to say? Okay. Now another thing is his sprint stats. This is something that I would think has something to do with his trait, because his sprint stat is not very high, but he is pretty rapid in game. It is probably due to his fast runner trait, which just makes him a little bit faster. As you can see in my highlights later on, there are indeed a few times when he could simply outpace the defender or other midfielders. Okay, I mentioned just now he's got unlimited stamina, and that is because of his 2 hard traits. Basically, it means that he can go from defense to attack with no problem, no stamina issue. It is going to be helpful, and if you have the stuff that gives you plus 10 stamina, that makes him even more better. Okay, so stamina is one of his main strengths. Now another thing is long shot. His long shot is really crazy. Okay, like I've played against Vidal a few times, and his long shot is really crazy. Like even in my highlights, I've scored a couple of long shots. I'm not sure if his long shot is better than Gerrard, but nonetheless, if you have a chance to shoot, please go ahead and shoot with Vidal, because most of the time it will end up at the back of the net. Okay, now let's move on to his weakness. There's not a lot, to be honest. One thing is his lack of height and jump, basically making him a little bit vulnerable in the air, especially against tall and big strikers like Luca Toni, Peter Crouch, Drogba, so on and so forth. Okay, other than that, there's not a lot of other weaknesses, like no 5 stars, but that's not very important for a CM or a CDM. Okay, so all in all, I will rate Arturo Vidal EC an 8 out of 10. He is a very solid player. Now, but the $1,000,000 question I think most of you have been dying to know is whether he is better in CDM or CM. Okay, now if you ask me, I would prefer to use him in CM because of a few reasons. Okay, now first thing is his stamina. He's got crazy stamina and 2 hearts. Why waste him? Why waste this important stamina in the CDM? Okay, he should be a box to box, end to end kind of midfielder. Okay, so another thing is his long shot. His long shot is really way too overpowered not to use it. Okay, if you put him in CDM, yes, he has the chance to long shot, but the chances are definitely lesser as compared to CM. So when you put him in CM, he has got more chance to long shot, and that is a really potent weapon of his. Okay, third reason is his lack of height. CDM has to be tall in my opinion because of the goal kick from the opponent or any sort of long ball from the back. If he loses that header, if your CDM loses that header, most of the time it's a counter attack, and that is why it's so important that your CDM never ever lose headers. At 180 and with only 77 jump, I think he will lose a few headers, especially against tall strikers. So all this makes him a true center midfielder. Okay, in fact, I think in real life he plays as a center midfielder as well. So he should be in your team as a box to box. Okay, get the ball in deep in your own area. He should be the one carrying the ball out of defense into attack, basically the transition player. Okay, make him your box to box player. Now, last question, is he worth it? To be honest, currently at this price of 235 million, is it 235 million? I would say it's a bit pricey, to be honest, to be perfectly honest. If you ask me, I would say his price should be about 100 million to 110 million max, because the 253 million or 235 million is inflated because of trade. It's not representative of his true value. So if you want, you can wait for the market to correct itself. If not, you can go for an alternative, because 235 million is indeed pricey, not worth it. But if you have the EP, go ahead. Okay, so with that, I would like to end this video. Hope you guys find this review video helpful, and don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like this video, and don't forget to share this video. And I will be streaming almost daily, as much as I can, to entertain you guys, to accompany you guys when you are bored. And if you can, just join us. Okay, and I will see you very soon.